This tier 1 team just threw their ticket to a global event straight into the garbage. And the worst part is that they didn't even know they were doing it. Leviathan had a golden opportunity to play at Masters Tokyo, but this one fatal flaw they made cost them everything. As a matter of fact, it's a mistake that a lot of Valorant players are making, even you guys. So it's time to put an end to this. Please stop saving, guys, because if you do, it's going to throw your games. This is the round where Leviathan threw this close series away against Cloud9. Now, I don't know how I can stress this enough, but it is very, very important that you understand how Valorant's economy system works. So, if you win a round, everyone on your team gains 3,000 credits. Simple, right? Well, losing is a bit more complex. If your team loses one round, each player gains 1,900 credits. If your team loses 2 rounds in a row, you each gain 2,400 credits. Now, if you lose 3 in a row, your team gets 2,900 credits. And yes, there's bonuses for things like getting kills, planting the spike, and punishments for things like saving. But the round wins and losses is the important part you need to understand for this video. So let's look at this round. At this point in the game, Cloud9's money is abysmal. They won the pistol and the buy, but lost the bonus and round 4. So with their 2-round loss streak credits, they're able to put together full loadouts for this round. But if they lose, or a lot of them die, next round is going to look extremely rough for them. Leviathan need to at least do some major damage if they can't win the round. Keep this in mind. Cloud9 start this round in a passive setup, but their plan is to apply a good amount of mid pressure with their Viper Wall that extends across bottom mid and into tree, an Omen smoke, and a Skybird to clear out arches. These smokes are great at denying so much information from the defense, so unless you're super proactive, it'll be hard to have a good read on the attackers. Once they've done that, they're going to contact up into B main and hit the site. And Leviathan are in a 2-1-2 setup where Killjoy's turret is holding B main, Jet's going to contest mid at first, but eventually stack a site, and these two are contesting A main and tree. Cloud9 start the round by flipping up their smokes and denying any information into mid. Now LEV set their Omen up in wine so that he can blind out and frag out. But if he's here, they don't really have any information. So you see Sova dart into B main, and it catches nothing. Now, nothing's in B main, there's not a whole lot going on in mid right now, so you see Jet start her rotate over towards A site. But Cloud9 wait out this recon and walk up. They break Killjoy's turret, and you see Jet and Sova come back to help her out. And Killjoy doesn't want to give up B main for free, so she's jiggling for info. But this can be dangerous.
Already broke in, shy around the corner to jiggle from both ends. Zellsis wins it.
Cloud9 have opened up the site. Leaf cloudbursts and dashes to switch, and Zellsis lands a perfect molly to prevent anyone from spamming them as they're coming out. This is a strong hit, but Cloud9 aren't done. You see Leaf post up outside of market, and Jake slots into logs, and they're ready to make another play. The defense are rotating in for the retake, and as soon as they break this door, Cloud9 strike.
The dark cover came out from Jake. Plant will now come down. A late lurk out from Rooney. A fight now in the market for a 1-for-1.
Jake paranoias for Leaf to push through and take down another member of LEV, and it's right here, this decision, this reaction from Leviathan, that loses them this game and then the series. Notice how it's a 4 versus 3 and they run away to save. This is a horrible decision. Every other member of Cloud9 hasn't taken a tick of damage, and since they're going to win this round, they're getting 3,000 credits on top of this. So LEV can't be saving. Theoretically, they're going to lose this round and only gain 1,900 credits. But they can afford a round loss. They can buy again next round. They don't need to save. Cloud9, on the other hand, can't afford to lose members. Sure, they can buy next round if they win, but getting kills here would keep their money in check. But because they don't have to rebuy any weapons or armor, their bank is going to spiral out of control. With this decision, LEV are basically saying, hey guys, let's save this round. We're confident that we can win the next 3 to throw them on an eco. This is so bad. Had they not have saved and went for some damage instead, they would force Cloud9 to rebuy some kits and only have to win 1 round to knock them onto an eco. Cloud9 would have about 3,400 credits after winning this round, but if they lose the next, they would only receive 1,900 credits. Boom, they're on a half buy or an eco. Now, if none of that math made any sense to you, I'm going to flip through the rest of the half and show you what happens if you choose to save in situations like these. Alright, so round 6. Cloud9 went A, LEV tried to retake, failed, and ended up in a 3 versus 2. Sova decided to save his Odin, and Cloud9 were able to keep a couple more full loadouts. Now let's look at round 7. Some players have over 4,000 credits saved up, and Cloud9 can now buy for just about the rest of the half. Do you understand how difficult this is? To make a comeback where the enemy team never has to save, or half buy, or just not have rifles? They're constantly buying full armor, all their abilities, and are knocking LEV back down into egos of their own. It's just a dominant performance. As I flip through more of these rounds, just look at how many credits these guys have. They might as well just turn cheats on and let these guys have whatever they want. And keep in mind, Ascent is a defender-sided map. Leviathan end up getting 4 rounds, but you definitely want more than that. I'm sorry, I know this video is shorter, but it didn't matter what LEV's game plan was going into this match. No team is going to do well against another team that never has to save. It's a shame, because they could have had a much better half, but because they decided to save on round 5, their chances of going to Tokyo just flew out the window.